Hey guys, I'm Daddy Freeze, convener of the Free the Sheeple movement and leader of the Free Nation in Christ. I greet you and I bring glad tidings. Yes, we're here to address all the allegations, the reports, the news, the rumors, and everything, and that's exactly what we'll do in a moment after this very short commercial break, so don't go anywhere.
Hello there. Do you mind if I take you through the street of celebrity world? When it comes to sourcing for hot topic and highly engaging entertainment gist in Nigeria, you can always count on us. The popular on-air personality, well known as Daddy Freeze, is one that has been causing a lot of uproar among pastors in Nigeria. Some Nigerians see it as the truth, while others see it as blasphemy. He has talked about several pastors in Nigeria, such as Bishop David Oyedepo, Pastor E.A Adeboye, T.B Joshua, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, among others. Today, let us take a brief look at who he is. Click on the subscription button below. Background: Ifedayo Olarinde was born in Cluj-Napoca, Romania, to a Nigerian father and a Romanian mother. He spent most of his growing years in Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. He has three younger sisters named Yetunde, Omolola and Oluremi. He attended the International School Ibadan and had a degree in Sociology from the University of Ibadan. He is from Oyan Town in Odo-Otin Local Government area of Oyo State. Freeze is an indigene of Osun State and is biracial. His mother is from Transylvania and he sometimes jokes that Dracula is his great uncle. Freeze has also been a popular face on TV as a lot of people got to know him when he hosted 3 seasons of Coca-Cola Mega Millions. He has hosted a lot of game shows and live telecasts including Multilinks Telecom's Break the Bank, M-Lotto Mobile Lottery and John Utaka Premier League Challenge, among many others. Career: Freeze started his radio career in 1996 with the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State, BCOS, Ibadan, and joined Cool FM in 2001, working in radio presenting, television, and general entertainment. He's a senior broadcaster at Cool FM Lagos and also an event compere. He has hosted a number of musical concerts, comedy shows, and Nollywood premieres in Nigeria, Ghana, and the United Kingdom. Freeze has been in broadcasting for over 20 years. Speaking on his career, he once said, "It's not a job anywhere, it's a way of life. Put a microphone in front of me and I'll start talking. Broadcasting isn't what I do, it is who I am." His first radio gig was a brief 3-month stint with Radio Galaxia in Romania. While he was there on holiday in 1996, he had accompanied his cousin Gina to the station where she hosted a youth program, and from there he got the inspiration to try his hands at radio programming. He came back to Nigeria that same year and auditioned for and got a job at BCOS Ibadan. He went on to work there for 5 years. Speaking in an interview with the Punch newspaper in January 2014, Freeze revealed that he was paid 1,500 naira at BCOS Ibadan, a small stipend judging from the fact that MTN's first recharge card around that same time was the same amount. In 2001, Freeze started work with Cool FM as a broadcast and production officer. He got the Cool FM job as he was leaving university and ended up doing his NYSC there. During the course of his career, Freeze has been privileged to have one-on-one interviews with top local and international acts including Boyz II Men, Angie Stone, Akon, Brian McKnight, Cisco, Joe, SWV, Brick and Lace, Wyclef John, Asha, Karen Wheeler, Sean Paul, Kool and the Gang, Two-Face Idibia, The Band, Charlie Boy, Boris Kojo, and Oluchi Olandi, amongst others. Aside being a broadcaster, some of his hosting gigs include The Band Entertainer album launch, T, Alive in London in 2007, Basket Mouth Uncensored in Manchester 2011, Naija Comedy Blast London and Manchester in 2006, Julius Agus Crack Your Ribs in London 2009, and in New York 2013, Wizkid Superstar album launch in 2011, P-Square Invasion album launch in 2011, The Nigerian Corner, London Carnival 2012, Davido OBO album launch 2012, African Global DJ Awards pre-launch party in Ghana 2013, AY Live in London 2011, 2012 and 2013, and AY Live in Lagos between 2009 and 2016. In 2010, Freeze was a judge alongside KC and Paul Play Dairo on Star Quest, a highly participated talent show. Relationship. Daddy Freeze is a divorcee who divorced his wife on the note of domestic violence and gave up totally on relationship or anything called love. Freeze's marriage to Okpeyemi collapsed in the course of the extramarital affair, and the marriage was subsequently dissolved in 2019 by a Lagos High Court. Early in the extramarital affair, Freeze had gone to social media to spread the falsehood that his wife was violent and beating him up. He didn't believe that true love exists anywhere and would argue with people who believes in it. He said, "You don't have to be married to be blessed. You don't have to be married to be happy. You don't have to be married to be rich or successful in business. You don't even have to be married to make heaven." Nollywood actress Omotola Jalade Ekinde once gave the media personality Daddy Freeze advice about relationships, which was triggered by a post which he shared about marriages in an Instagram post. He said, "I learned all this when my first marriage failed, and after the first 2 weeks of me being alone, I realized how much happier I truly was. With @StaysBuds NG, I find it effortless. She immediately understood my purpose and set out to help me become the best me. I could never have carried the #Freedom Nation mantle without her support and understanding in every ramification," he wrote. Replying him, Omotola wrote, "Marriage is not the cause of violence. People are. Stay away from violent or abusive people. Work, marriage, friendship, family. Nothing. No one is worth the result." In 2018, before his marriage with Okpeyemi got dissolved, he found love with a married woman, Benedicta Kelechi, who was said to also have been having issues in a marriage before she left her husband during the course of their relationship. They are both currently very happy and very peaceful, with two people who are both coming from tough first marriages. Daddy Freeze and Benedicta's decision to not give up on love is inspiring. They talk about how they met, helped each other heal from their first marriages, and so much more. He said this about his partner in an interview in 2018. "I have known her since late 2012. I think it was at House on the Rock. I can't really remember, but it was a church setting. I was doing something for them when we met. I used to help her, but we never clicked like that. Our paths crossed on business basis. She had yogurt factory in Port Harcourt then, and she needed publicity, and I was like, no problem. I remember calling her once or twice, and I got pissed off because her ringtone was one that Gio's preaching. So I never called her again until much later. As we got talking eventually, around middle of 2013, she told me she filed for divorce, and I was like, what? No, you have to fix it. Marriage must be fixed and all that. Then she told me why she filed for divorce, which I can't say here. Eventually, we became friends and the friendship started growing. I was also in a bad relationship at the time. We're not friends, we were just fooling ourselves. When my ex moved out, I had the luxury of being alone, and the void needed to be filled, and somehow it was filled." Daddy Freeze also justified his actions by recounting his experience from his previous marriage. "That marriage was doomed from the start. We were not friends, we were not partners, we were weary of each other, like my current wife now. #Tasteboard. Now I can tell her, give me your phone. My fingerprint opens it and her fingerprint opens mine. There is nothing I need to hide. But in that other marriage, we were all watching each other. It was just wrong. Marriage is bigger than let me open my phone or let's close my phone. It is very important, but it's not the only pillar upon which marriage is built. Marriage needs some support, and some of these things is openness, love, communication, friendship, spending quality time together are some of the pillars with which you can lean a marriage. And none of that was in my former marriage. I'm not saying this to put her down. Rather, I am putting both of us down because it was not working. But the society kept us together. I'm speaking for myself now. I was in the marriage because of the society. I didn't want to be divorced, despite the fact that I knew it wasn't working. When she left, I was broken for about 2 weeks. I was like, oh my God, life is over. You know, I used to at the official quarters, and when she left, it was like a big void. Everybody saw me and was like, my life is finished. I was almost suicidal. But after the first 2 weeks, I was like, wow, I like this feeling. I had gotten over the whole shame part, and now I wake up in my room, I can arrange my things the way I want. I felt relieved, and I was like, this should have happened a long time ago." Daddy Freeze is to pay 5 million naira to Benedicta's husband, Mr. Paul Odekino. The social media has been on heat over Daddy Freeze's adultery accusations. It is unbelievable that Daddy Freeze, whose fans are always anticipating to hear him speak against Nigerian pastors and the holier than scandals of the society and their secret sins which would be revealed to the whole wide world, and he took this act as a career with the aim of getting people saved from deceit and exploitations of fake pastors. He always preached against so many Christian Bible doctrines such as tithe paying and church going, adultery, and lots of uncultured acts of pastors across Nigeria. But unfortunately, he was caught in the acts of immorality which he kicks against, and he was charged to court by his partner's husband, Mr. Paul Odekino. The Federal High Court found him guilty. The presiding judge, Honorable Justice Akpugunom, in a judgment which lasted more than 1 hour 30 minutes, ruled that Benedicta's husband proved his case of adultery against Daddy Freeze and Benedicta through photographic, documentary, and electronic evidence, and also by the admission of Benedicta Elechi herself. The judge referred to Benedicta as a self-acclaimed adulterer. The court on this note dissolved Benedicta's marriage to Paul Odekino based on Paul Odekino's cross petition. Benedicta was unable to prove allegations and abandonment and sexual impropriety against her husband, whereas her husband was able to prove his case of adultery against her. Furthermore, the court dismissed Benedicta's prayer seeking for 1.5 million naira monthly upkeep, one brand new car every 3 years, annual vacation abroad, share in family estate, and many more on the grounds that she did not establish any of her claims. It should be recalled that the same Benedicta went on Linda Ikeji blog in January 2018 to make wild and scandalous allegations against her husband, but failed to provide evidence in court when occasion demanded. The court also granted custody of the 3 children from the marriage to her husband, declaring that she was unfit in character and behavior to bring up children. Citing her admission of adultery, her conduct during the trial, and a statement that she would recommend her conduct to her daughters, the court also ordered Benedicta to hand over the children's birth certificates and international passports to their father, Mr. Paul Adekino. Counsel to Mr. Odekino, Elder Wilcox Abereton, SAN, leading Salubi Ebojo, Victor Nwanwu, Esquire, and Eberechi Kema, Esquire, although not fully satisfied with the award of 5 million naira damages against Daddy Freeze, however applauded the court and hoped the judgment would assuage his client for the pain inflicted on him by Daddy Freeze. He was happy that justice has finally been served in spite of Daddy Freeze and Benedicta's media lies. Benedicta and Daddy Freeze were represented by BJ Monshiga, Esquire. Also, a case involving impersonation by Daddy Freeze is ongoing in the Lagos High Court. Stay tuned and wait to be informed, as the public said he has eventually paid his tithe indirectly. That's it for today's gist. If you enjoyed this video, comment down below your thoughts. Give this a like, share with your friends. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell to keep you updated for more latest celebrity news from Naija Gist.